Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. I'm your host, Pete Pardo, publisher and CEO of SOT. Today, we're going to take a look at a brand new release from a band that's now been around for 50 years. They've got a ton of great albums, a pretty groundbreaking band, one of the few acts who helped pioneer the whole twin guitar movement, style, sound, whatever you want to call it. Okay, they've got a lot of albums that kind of bridge the gap between blues rock, hard rock, folk, prog, little bits of jazz, boogie, good time rock and roll. Of course, I'm talking about Wishbone Ash with their brand new release for SPV Records, Coat of Arms. Okay, so this comes, it's been a while since we've seen a Wishbone Ash studio release. It's been 6 years, actually. So 2014's Blue Horizon was the last time we've seen a new studio album from the band. Before that, we had one not long before, Elegant Stealth in 2011. But here, the band are back. They've got a little bit of a lineup change. Okay, so we've got a brand new guitar player coming into the fold here. He's been around for, a couple of years now, but this is his first recorded work with the band. I'm talking about Mark Abrams, okay, on co-lead guitar alongside founding member Andy Powell, who, of course, also sings and plays mandolin. He's got the Flying V guitar, right? Mark is a Les Paul guy, so, got the Flying V and Les Paul duo here. Of course, you got Bob Skeet on bass. Bob's been around the band for a long time, as well as Joe Crabtree on drums. Both those guys, veterans with the band. So, with the addition of Mark Abrams, okay, the other three have actually formed the nucleus of Wishbone Ash for quite a long time. So, again, let's take a look at the album here. So, here is the album cover. All right, open it up. You got the CD. Let me pop the disc out, because of course you gotta take a look at the. There you have it, the Flying V and the Les Paul. There's the guys in the band. This also comes with a little booklet, which I'll show you in a sec here. Okay, so there we go. Included in the booklet is, of course, lyrics. Nice shot of the band there. There, of course, are your two guitar heroes. Great shot of Andy. And you got Mark over there on the Les Paul. Is that a gold top he's playing there? Yes, it certainly is. Okay, nice open air concert or festival shot. All right, there's the fantastic rhythm team. All right, more dueling guitars and another nice concert shot. Pretty cool little package there, I think. So you may ask, well, Pete, that's all fine and dandy, but what about the damn music, right? Well, you got 11 tracks on here. I will say, and I think I have every Wishbone Ash studio album they've recorded. And there's some fantastic ones. There's some that are, very solid, a couple that are okay, but for the most part, a classy band who has always released some pretty classy music. And the last few have been very good. Okay, I will say there's something a little bit special here. And, if you read some statements from the guys in the band, specifically Andy, they talk about how they really tried to capture the classic sound of the band from the early 70s. All right, but mix it in with that kind of modern-day melodic blues rock that they've been doing now for the last decade and a half. And I think this album does a really good job of it. This album is pretty immediate from the get-go, so from the first listen. It starts off with a song called We Stand As One, which is a really good, kind of hard rocking guitar with a ridiculously catchy kind of little guitar lick. As soon as you hear it, you'll be like, ooh, I dig that. I mean, it's fantastic. And the song is just instantly addicting. All right. It's rocking. It's catchy. A great way to start off. Number two, we've got Coat of Arms, the title track, which is almost 8 minutes. It is your kind of typical, expected, lengthy, bluesy, Wishbone Ash style rocker with lots of weaving guitar solos and what have you. Very majestic. Love it. Then you got Empty Man, kind of a catchy, folky rocker. All right. Good mix of acoustic and electric guitars. You got Floriana, another memorable, catchy song. Then you got Drive, the more hard rock, kind of boogie type of bluesy rocker. Dig that a lot. Then you got It's Only You I See, which for me might be the sleeper track on this whole album. that song reminds me of what you would have heard from Argus era. Okay, so if you're a big fan of the Argus album, I think you'll really like It's Only You I See. So that's the one you probably want to check out first, maybe. I would say, you know, right off the bat, We Stand as One, Coat of Arms, and It's Only You I See are the three strongest tracks on the album. Then you got Too Cool for AC, Back in the Day, another memorable kind of anthem type of track. Deja Vu, very cool. A lot of great guitar work on that song. When the Love is Shared, okay, another strong track. And then the last tune on the album is called Personal Halloween. That's more of kind of like a, I don't know, kind of funky honky-tonk blues rocker, sort of, okay? It's got some horns on it. It's pretty catchy, pretty up-tempo. Kind of dig it, right? May not be my favorite song on the album, but it's a good way to end the album on a very upbeat note. It's a really fun album. All right, so whether you get it on CD or LP or download it or whatever other formats are available, it's a good one. And it's like the more I listen to it, the more I dig it. You know, I mean, who doesn't love Andy Powell's guitar playing, right? And I think his new partner in crime fits right in. And like I said, memorable songs, catchy songs, plenty of guitar firepower, intricate groove-laden rhythms. This is a keeper, folks. You know, like I said, I've liked all of the more recent Wishbone Ash that have come out over the last decade and a half. I think I am diving into this one and digging this one even more quickly than some of those other ones. So I don't know what you've done, guys, but you put together a winner here. So dig it. Wishbone Ash, Coat of Arms. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're on YouTube all the damn time. I'm going to try and squeeze in today. Well, this is what you got coming up the next day or two. All right. You got ranking the studio albums from Iron Butterfly, Van Halen, and Humble Pie. A lot of stuff coming after that. We got Santana and Dio, and the list is long. All right. We got some other new releases that I want to kind of get to over the next couple days, so that'll be coming at you as well. Lots of content. Going to start over the next couple weeks. Mike Antonelli and I are going to be hopefully doing that Miles Davis show sometime this week. Okay, so we got to arrange the date. But I'm going to start thinking about doing over the next couple of weeks to start getting back to some more of the history of shows. So whether it be history of genres or styles or bands or artists, you know, however we're going to do that, we're going to start getting into that a little bit as well. So I know I've been talking about getting back to that. Right now, the ranking the albums thing is extremely popular. So, of course, we're going to kind of ride that as long as we can, but I'm going to try and mix in some other stuff. So stay tuned. Don't touch that dial, and we'll see you again later on or tomorrow. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.